Welcome back to some more God Hockey. Today, we're going to fix the All-Star game. It's All-Star time again, and everyone's talking about the same thing. The format sucks, and players who deserve to be on the teams are not there. Probably your two most glaring examples of this are Brad Marchand of the Boston Bruins and NAZEM KADRI of the Colorado Avalanche. KADRI, who currently holds second spot with 35 assists, to go with his 14 goals, sits fifth overall in league scoring. Marchand has 20 goals already this season to go with 23 helpers and currently sits eighth. So why aren't these guys on the All-Star team? The problem comes from three separate things. One is guys who are having breakout seasons. The second being guys who are perennial All-Stars, and they're just there no matter what. And the third, players who play on bad teams and have to be there because each team gets a representative. Over the past couple All-Star games, we've seen representative teams from each of the four divisions play 3-on-3. This year's game will feature four teams with 11 players each. That's 44 players, 10 of which on each team are already decided, and one last player for each in the last man in vote. So how do we make this better? How do we make it so the players we want to see are in the game? First, we're going to do one game. And we're just going to do two teams. I don't care if it's East-West, North America versus the world, or Campbell's versus Wales. We're going to get rid of the whole tourney style. We're going back to 5-on-5 as well. Here's how it works. Okay, we're going to play 20-minute periods of running time. Now, for each period, we're going to play with 10 skaters and one goalie from each team. This will give the players who haven't played yet or the players who have already played a chance to either jump in the stands, hang out on the bench, move up to the broadcast booth, just to give some little added flavor from the players who are actually there and maybe let some of the personalities shine. Because we're only making the guys play 20 minutes, you've got a lot less chance of injuries or just guys getting fatigued playing an extra game that normally they wouldn't necessarily want to. The best part about this format is 33 guys per team, 66 total. That's 2 players each team and a couple of extra guys. There's going to be instances where you take a team like this year's Buffalo Sabres, not a ton of All-Stars. Maybe we'll just worry about having one guy from them. And guess what, Brad Marchand? You're going to the game. What I think we can achieve by doing this is sort of please everybody. We can bring in all the longtime favorites for the just play the hits crowd. We can let some of the young players who are up and coming get their first taste of an All-Star game. And we can give a guy like NAZEM KADRI a chance to take part in the midwinter intermezzo. Now, since we're going running time, what else should we add? Should we just concede a possession on an offside? Do the same thing maybe for an icing? And the same thing with goals. Let's just give the team that was scored on possession of the puck, we'll give them to the red line. Maybe we'll give them to their own blue line. Let's not give the defending team too much of a chance to regroup and set up. And let's not turn the All-Star game into the 1996 New Jersey Devils. One thing that I've heard through a lot of media channels lately is that they want to make the game and make the weekend as fun as it can be. So even if there are some star players who, for whatever reason, be it injury or just not a great performing season, might not be in the game, they should still want to be there, want to take part, and want to have fun. Another great idea would be to open up the skills competition to the specialists. Is there a guy out there who's got an amazing, crazy hard shot, but he's just not an All-Star? You got someone who's super, super quick, but otherwise wouldn't be in the game? Let's bring those guys out. Remember Jason Capono with the Raptors? Yeah, me neither. Well, Jason was a great three-point shooter, and even though he wasn't really an All-Star, he always took part in the three-point competition. He was great at it. He even won it twice in a row. So if the NHL is going to do something where they're putting on the super shooter shootout competition, let's invite players like Trevor Zegras. This is a guy who's probably going to be an All-Star soon anyway, but let's get him out there. Let's see all the crazy stuff he can do with a stick and a puck. Now, I'm not sure if the NHL is quite ready for Jeff Merrick's idea of the fastest backwards skater in the league, but I don't know. Let's try it. I remember as a kid loving the skills competition and the game, but the skills competition was always really cool to watch. And I think that really is who the NHL is and should be marketing this game to, is the kids. They're the next generation of fans. They're the ones who are going to be into all of this fun stuff. So let's make it as fun as possible and put on a great show at the same time. What else should we do? What would you like to see done to make sure your favorite player gets to the All-Star game? And how would you like to approve it? Just drop me a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on God Hockey.